Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. ARIMA models in Excel, a step-by-step tutorial. ARIMA, autoregressive integrated moving average, models are widely used for time series forecasting. While Excel does not have built-in support for ARIMA models, you can perform certain steps to prepare your data and utilize other tools to implement ARIMA, or use Excel add-ins. Below is a guide on how to work with ARIMA models in Excel. Step 1. Prepare your data. 1. Collect time series data. Ensure your data is in a time series format with a single variable and a corresponding timestamp, date. 2. Load data into Excel. Open Excel and enter your data into 2 columns. For example, column A, date. Column B, value. 3. Visualize your data. Create a line chart to understand the trends and seasonality in your data. Highlight your data, go to the Insert tab, and select Line Chart. Step 2. Check for stationarity. Before fitting an ARIMA model, your data needs to be stationary. This means that the statistical properties of the data do not change over time. 1. Calculate differences. Create a new column to calculate the difference between consecutive observations. In column C, starting from cell C2, use the formula. 2. Create a chart for differences. Highlight the difference column and create a line chart to visualize it. 3. Perform the augmented Dickey-Fuller test. Excel does not have this test built in, but you can use an online calculator or Python/R for this. Step 3. Identify parameters, P, D, Q. 1. Determine D, differencing order, the number of times your data needs to be differenced to achieve stationarity. 2. Determine P and Q. P, AR term, use the autocorrelation function, ACF, and partial autocorrelation function, PACF, plots to determine the number of AR terms. Q, MA term, similarly, use the plots to determine the number of MA terms. Note, you can use Excel's correlation functions to calculate ACF and PACF by creating lagged versions of your data. Step 4. Fit the ARIMA model. Excel does not have a direct method to fit ARIMA models, so you can either 1. Use an Excel add-in, for example, SlowStat or NumberXL provides statistical analysis tools, including ARIMA modeling. 2. Export data to R or Python. Use software like R or Python, which have libraries like forecast or stats models for ARIMA modeling. Example code in R. If you choose to work with R, here's a simple example of fitting an ARIMA model. Step 5. Interpreting results. Model summary. Check the coefficients, AIC, and big values to evaluate your model. Forecasting. Use the forecasted values for future predictions, and visualize them alongside your original time series. Conclusion. ARIMA modeling in Excel is somewhat limited, but with careful data preparation and the use of add-ins or external tools like R or Python, you can effectively forecast time series data. Always ensure to validate your model with real-world data and check its performance over time. If you need further assistance or specific examples, feel free to ask.